Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Maury and today we're discussing the latest Nintendo Switch rumours and what this more than likely means for Animal Crossing New Horizons and the next Animal Crossing release. Now, some of the most exciting news to break as we've entered 2024 is that Nintendo have delisted a bunch of Nintendo Switch games. Thanks to a bunch of media outlets who are sharing a post on Reset Era, it seems Nintendo have stopped the production and printing of a bunch of first-party games including the likes of Paper Mario, Link's Awakening, and Super Mario Odyssey. Now at first this may seem a little unusual, but actually there's several reasons why Nintendo are probably doing this, and the most obvious is of course slowing down production for the Switch by halting the printing of some of the older games in preparation for the Switch 2. Now that's perfectly reasonable. I think we're all expecting the Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever the successor of the Nintendo Switch will be will release at some point this year now. However, what's more surprising is that this list that I believe is and will continue to grow over the coming weeks already includes the likes of Fire Emblem Engage that hasn't even been out for a year yet. So whilst the theory that Nintendo is slowing down the printing of Switch titles and potentially gearing up for maybe printing Switch 2 games is feasible, it's probably not the only reason. Many news outlets and various online communities have in fact highlighted a pattern or trend with Nintendo and suggest that actually this is something they do regularly towards the end of every console generation. And why did they stop the production of first-party games? Well, to reprint them, just with a different box art. This is something Nintendo has done since forever pretty much. Towards the end of a console generation and just before the release of its successor, Nintendo will almost always delist and halt production of launch titles, older games that released earlier in the console's life, and even some of the popular first-party titles and re-release them with new branding at a cheaper price. In case you're not familiar with what I'm referring to here, Nintendo has done this with the GameCube and Game Boy Advance, for example, with Nintendo's Player's Choice releases, and then moved to modern Nintendo Selects branding with Nintendo Wii, Wii U, and 3DS. Now, in short, this is to revitalize the games, give them to a larger audience at the last minute, squeeze a little more money out of the franchises, and all whilst bringing more eyes to Nintendo as they begin to market a new generation console. It's pretty smart, and honestly, it's a good thing for Nintendo fans because they have a chance to get games they may have never played much cheaper. So currently this is the largest of the rumours that I personally feel carries the most weight and maybe justifies why Nintendo have started doing this. Now this is an ever-growing list of out-of-print games, and as of making this video, Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is what we all care about here, isn't on it yet. But I do believe that will change. It's a first-party title. It was released almost 4 years ago now as we approach the 4th anniversary, which actually hurts to say, and with the exception of Wild World, every single mainline Animal Crossing game to date has seen this rebranding and has been re-released towards the end of their respective consoles generation. Animal Crossing Population Growing was re-released under GameCube's Nintendo's Player's Choice branding. Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City or City Folk was re-released under Nintendo Wii's Nintendo Selects branding, and even Animal Crossing New Leaf was re-released under the Nintendo 3DS's Nintendo Selects branding. And actually, the only reason Animal Crossing Wild World never saw a Player's Choice or Nintendo Selects re-release is because they never did any for the DS for some reason. Anyway, with this in mind, it makes sense that as Nintendo winds down the Nintendo Switch in preparation for what's next, that they do in fact release a line of Nintendo Selects branded games at a cheaper price for a last minute push and follow this trend. And who knows, maybe even go as far as including titles such as Animal Crossing New Horizons, especially seems it's recently kind of dropped out of the top charts, and just like they did with every previous Animal Crossing game to date. Of course, this is simply food for thought at the moment, but would you like to see a re-release of Animal Crossing New Horizons on Nintendo Switch as a Nintendo Select title. It's worth remembering these games often ship with their latest patches too, so if Nintendo decide to go this route, New Horizons would probably ship with version 2.0.6 on the cart, so great for those that want an updated game that maybe don't have access to the internet or something. Anyway, I thought this would be fun to discuss. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comments, and before you go, if you're a fan of retro Animal Crossing games or want to watch some cozy and casual Animal Crossing Let's Plays, we have just started an Animal Crossing Wild World Let's Play over on the Maury Plays and would love for you to check it out. Anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, be sure to post selects in the comments just to let me know you did. Thank you of course to the patrons and the channel members for supporting this content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.